Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back on the platforms. I really appreciate it if you are here with me today as we enter crunch time in both the Copa America and Euro 2024, but we're going to stick with European competition here today. It is nice to see you, Steve, in the chat. Very, very nice indeed. And crunch time, as I said, there's only two nations that can save football at this point. From an Italian point of view, there's only two nations that can save it at this point. It's España and it's the Dutch. I mean, I can't do it. How am I supposed to tune in to an England versus France final? I can't. I won't. I refuse. I would need to just completely skip out on it altogether. It's going to be a quick video today, very quick one. I just wanted to mostly look ahead at some lineups and see what we can gather, starting with the Spanish and the French game, because I do think that'll be a really, really entertaining one. That one, however, is on the Friday here in Sydney, here in Australia. I believe the first game is actually the England one. I'm pretty sure that one comes first. But either or, no stress. Spain, as I said, probably the best side in the tournament so far. The only side to really win games comfortably, breeze through the group stage with 9 points out of 9 and never look back after that. I think that they were the better side against Germany in the semi-finals. That late equalizer to send it to extra time. I don't think Germany were fully deserved of that. And Spain looked the better side in extra time as well. Better that it didn't go to penalties, because otherwise we could have been here in the semi-finals looking at Germany, France, and England, in which case then I think all Italians everywhere would have just conceded that this Euro is just one of those worst tournaments of all time sort of thing. But let's go to the drawing board for Spain versus France at this point in time, because I think this is going to be a good game. Take your pick as to who needs to be best on ground. Sorry for the ads on the side of this website, but this was the first website I could find. And to be honest, the graphics there, so let's just use it. Yeah, there we go. Simon, Cucurella, Laporte, Fernandez, Navas, Olmo, Morata, Lamal, Williams, up against Magnan, Kwande, Upamecano, Saliba, Hernandez, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Conte, Griezmann, Mbappe, Thuram. I was about to say what my friend Berto came in here saying. Make sure you're following the All Juve cast as well on YouTube and Twitter and the socials. Fantastic content on Juventus. Just saying their name puts me in a shit mood. What will put me in a shitter mood is if France somehow get to the final without scoring a goal in open play. It was ridiculous in 2016 when Portugal somehow got their way to the final, finishing third without winning a game in a group stage and then going through with draws pretty much. But this would be absolutely ridiculous. No goals from open play. No goals from open play in a major tournament would really sum up the flaws in the structures and the way that they're set up these days. Dani Olmo, sensational talent. Sensational talent. Overlooked a lot throughout his career because, when you're playing in these generations of Spanish sides, it's easier to be overlooked for the ones that represent Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City, or slightly bigger clubs than Dani Olmo has represented. But I think Rabiot's going to play as well. This particular website's not the best in terms of predicted lineups for these games, because I think that you are going to see Rabiot in there as well. But other than that, I think it's pretty much covered, because Thuram started in the round of 16, didn't start in the quarterfinal because Mouane started. Match day 3, he didn't start because I think they were already through qualified to the last round. Barcola started that. Thuram did start match day 1 and 2. So I think he reverts back borderline to the lineups that he was starting in match day 1 and 2. You could see Rabiot in here instead of Camavinga, which I think would be a stupid decision. Because he is going to start Tchouaméni just for that slightly deeper impact, that slightly deeper holding impact. Well, it's not just him, man. At the end of the day, Rabiot is just one of those players where everywhere he goes, every manager seems to find a reason to play him or seem to find a reason to want him. Moving over to this Spanish side, fairly similar side that's been starting the other games. I don't think there's too many changes. I mean, off the top of my head, I know that obviously Carvajal's suspended. We need to take that into account as well. I think Lenormand is suspended as well, which is obviously why you're seeing Jesus Navas come into the starting lineup as well. So yeah, Simon, Navas, Nacho, Laporte, Cucurella. Cucurella has started, I think, every game bar match day 3, where they were obviously through to the next round. I think you could probably make the argument for a few players as well. But in terms of their other players in this lineup, Fabian Ruiz has seen plenty of the pitch this tournament. Yamal is obviously the standout youngster of the tournament. Alvaro Morata continues to stack up minutes. He's played 4 games so far this tournament, or started 4 games so far this tournament. So I don't know. Has 0 minutes in this tournament either, man. But the decisions of the managers have been right so far. I mean, you could argue with Deschamps, he's just gotten really, really, really lucky. But yeah, Cucurella's been in great form this tournament. Is showing everybody why he was so expensive. Thank you to the 27 people that are joining us right now. Appreciate that deeply. Prediction-wise, I mean, this is a tough one because this is exactly where France want to be at this point of the tournament, going in there as pure underdogs, as the team that can't score a goal in open play, as a team that should lose this game 3-0. And as this game slightly ticks on, if they can get to halftime at 0-0, or God forbid they take a 1-0 lead, they will feel very comfortable or very confident in this game. Kylian Mbappe is yet to explode in this tournament. And I think that if everybody turns up, because from midfield to attack, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Conte, if Rabiot's in that field of play as well, Griezmann, Mbappe, Thuram, it's world class. It's world class. No matter what way you look at it, it is world class. And Spain is going to have their best game of the tournament. On camera, I'm going to predict that Spain win this game 2-1. I think you will see the first open play goal for Les Bleus in this tournament. 2-1. Goals for Morata and from one of the defenders, maybe off a set piece. I think Mbappe scores for France. However, when it comes down to actually betting and when it comes down to actually putting money on the line, I'm going to anti-jinx it. I'm going to anti-jinx it and hit up France to qualify in this game, to qualify through to the final. I'm going to get Spain 2-1. Makes sense to me. But France, if they can get their way through this, they'll probably win the whole thing. Nuts that they are still there. Nuts that they are still there. I don't think there's anything else that we really need to talk about in terms of that game, because we know who the ones to watch are. We know where the threats are going to come from. It'll be at the Allianz Arena. Spain heading off the back of the Germany win. France coming off the back of the Portugal penalty shootout. Spain's national team obviously looking better, just with more confidence. They've faced each other plenty of times in the past. I think Spain have got more victories than France when it comes to a head-to-head. I can't remember how many times they've played each other in a Euro. I'm trying to remember if they've played each other recently in a Euro, but I don't know. I think they played each other in the Nations League a year or two ago, but I can't even remember that. Overall, in terms of history against each other in major tournaments, they don't have a huge rivalry. They don't have a huge rivalry in major tournaments. Like, they didn't play each other in France 98. They didn't play each other in Euro 2000. They didn't play each other in 2002. They didn't play each other in 2004. They didn't play each other in 2006. Did they play each other in 2006? I don't think they played each other in 2006. No. I don't know the last time they actually played each other in a major tournament. Thank you to the 41 people who are here with us right now. So ones to watch in this game, people will obviously look at Mbappe. They'll look at Thuram. They'll look at Griezmann, Morata, Yamal. I think low-key you need to look out for Dani Olmo. I think low-key you need to look out for maybe N'Golo Kanté, who's going to continue with his rapid form. It could be something that he does breaking up the midfield, or just some sort of passage of play from Kylian Mbappe that could make the difference in this game. And imagine it actually is Kylian Mbappe that makes the difference. I don't know how people will survive. I I hope that France lose. I really, really hope that. Yeah, I really, really hope that it's not a France-England final. So let's go for Spain for the 2-1 win. And let's move on to our second semi-final here. Back on the verge of back-to-back finals. England, if I'm allowed to brag for one more time, it was a great moment. Those 4 years ago, whatever it was, I can't even remember, seeing Gareth Southgate's side lose on penalties to the Azzurri as Italy lift the trophy. But fast forward 3 years, they're the ones that are laughing now as we're crying. And no matter what you way you look at it, they've got a big squad, England, ready for this game. Big squad ready. Kobe Mino, great youngster. Fresh off a great penalty shootout as well. Confidence with Ivan Toney as well. Harry Kane, still probably the most lethal striker on the planet. Jude Bellingham can still play a stinker and then turn up and win the game out of nowhere. If Mino's playing alongside Declan Rice, the Netherlands are in a lot of trouble. I predict that Walker Stones are all starting the game as well. I mean, they'll still be vulnerable defensively from time to time, but with Bellingham, Foden, Saka, Kane, I don't know, man. I think I can see England putting Holland to the absolute pepper sword, man. Absolute pepper sword. You know? England, fresh off the dramatic comeback to Slovakia and squeezing past Switzerland. This is exactly like the French. They want to be in this position. They want to be here right now. Underdogs. Not really underdogs, so to speak, but underperforming in the tournament so far. Complete underperformance. And because of that underperformance, they will be very, very happy going into this game. I mean, they're not playing with house money or anything like that, but, you know, let's just see if we can ballpark their lineup before we even look at it. Pickford, Walker, Stones, Gueye, Saka, Mainu, Rice, Trippier, Bellingham, Foden, Kane. Let's go with that. And now let's type in and look at the lineups. Not the Netherlands. Where's England? Can we get England? Here we go. Predicted lineup: Pickford, Walker, Stones, Gueye, Saka, Mino, Rice, Shaw, Bellingham, Foden, Kane. What did I say? I said Trippier instead of Shaw. My bad. But sorry, I didn't even share it. My bad. Yeah, I had Trippier in there, but looks like Luke Shaw might be the head. And it does, yeah, they'll somehow beat them, man. It's absolutely written. I think Spain, England final. I mean, I'm predicting it already now. I mean, I'll be cheering for Holland with everything I've got. I was wearing their jersey yesterday. I was wearing their hat yesterday. People will think I'm Dutch if they see me in the street in Sydney, Australia, because people can't tell what ethnicity you are here anyway. But yeah, I'm definitely worried about that. Counteracting that, let's go to the Netherlands lineup. Let's go to L'Orange. Verbruggen, Dumfries, De Vrij, that Inter back two had the best performance out of any Dutch players in that game. Van Dijk, Ake, Schouten, Simmons, Randers, Malen, Depay, Gakpo. Not too many changes. Obviously, in fact, no changes except for Bergwijn out from the quarterfinal lineup. Who's played more, Bergwijn or Marlon? I'm pretty sure Marlon's played a lot more than Bergwijn. Oh, no, maybe I'm mistaken. No, they're hit and miss. No, Frimpong. Is Frimpong not available for this one? I don't know why. Maybe he's on the bench. But yeah, I'm not confident in this, guys. I'm not confident in this whatsoever. Actually, how many times is list of Euro winners? List of European Championship final winners. The Netherlands won it in 1988. That's right, with that amazing goal against Russia, formerly known as the Soviet Union. So the Netherlands have one to their name. Spain have 3 Euros to their names. They've also won, I think, 2 World Cups, haven't they? Oh, no, they've won one. 1 World Cup and 3 Euros, 4 major trophies. Whereas the Netherlands have won... They've never won the World Cup. They've appeared in 3 finals. and 1 in 9. So it's the only international trophy for the Netherlands. So it's quite an underperforming country in the grand scheme of things. I'd love nothing more than for them to win this trophy. I really do want them to win this trophy. France, on the other hand, have won 1 Euro and have won 2 World Cups now as well, which sucks. Let's hope that they don't win it at all. England, on the other hand, I believe have never won the Euros, and they've won 1 World Cup. So yeah, screw them. I don't think they've been runners-up except for the year that it was against us. No, neither there either. Yeah, Van Basten scored that amazing goal there. So I guess this prediction in this one, guys, I think it's going to go to extra time. I'm going to go 1-0 England extra time. Or does it go to penalties again? If it goes to penalties again, England win. I hope it doesn't go to penalties, but I'm going to go England 1-0 extra time winner. Either Jude Bellingham, Kobe Mino, or Phil Foden. One of the young guns, one of the guys in their peak/stride is going to get the 3 Lions to the final. It is going to be an España versus England final. That's right. Paella versus bangers. That's sausages. What else can I say? Chorizo versus tea. See, it would have worked better if it would have went the other way around, chorizo versus sausages. But yeah, sorry. But there's still 2 nations here that can say football. 2 nations that would deserve the tournament. I would have to hold my hand up and apologize to Holland and to Ronald Koeman as well. Because prior to the tournament starting, like, as I said, when you lose Darun, when you lose Kurt Miners, and when you lose Frankie de Jong, all in the same successive week after week, and days leading up to the tournament, like, that's absolutely awful. That is absolutely awful to lose those 3 players, that whole midfield. If Holland can somehow win this tournament, I swear to God, it'll go down as they'll need to start analyzing it properly as one of the best international tournament wins that you've seen on this level of football. Because to be gutted of your whole midfield, you really think Italy wins the last Euro with Barella, Verratti, never mind who else they were starting half the time. You think even with both of those players out, Italy gets anywhere near it? No chance. No chance. No chance. I'm just looking at the photo now. What a shame. Take Jorginho, Barella, and Verratti out of that Italy midfield. They go out in the group stage. You can't just gut your midfield from within you, from a club level or an international level. It doesn't happen. So, yeah, this will probably happen too. Either 1-1 or 0-0. England win on penalties. If it's a France-England final, we just got to pretend this tournament doesn't even exist. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Anthony. I'll see you very, very soon. Ciao.